Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new feature on the Ringside Report Network. It's your 5-minute or less WWE Raw recap for February 8th, 2021. Let's go! Yeah, hey, it's me. And I'm solo. No Johnny North here. Johnny will be with me after SmackDown Friday night for Wrestling Uncensored. We're here to recap Monday Night Raw and everything that we saw here on a Monday night. It started off with Adam Pearce in the ring introducing Shane McMahon. Shane comes out, talks a little bit about WrestleMania. Shane hasn't been seen for quite some time. I don't think we've seen Shane since Raw Underground. He's back. For some reason, probably going to lead into something with Adam Pearce for WrestleMania, you got to figure. Shane kept telling Pearce how much of a good job he thinks he's doing, which is a little bit suspicious. So Shane McMahon there to reveal the big main event for the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber, by the way, is just 2 weeks away. There's 2 more episodes of Raw and SmackDown before we hit Elimination Chamber. 2 episodes of Raw, I guess, 3 of SmackDown at this point. Chamber on the 21st of February. Shane McMahon announces that it will be the guys you see in front of me here. These men, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre defending, The Miz, Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy. All 6 of these men in the Elimination Chamber coming up on the 21st of February for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles shows up, praises Adam Pearce for giving him a title shot. Here comes Jeff Hardy, and the first match is on for Monday Night Raw, which was AJ Styles defeating Jeff Hardy with a calf crusher submission after working Hardy's leg during that match. I thought it was a very good match. Match of the night. AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy started the night off hot. They said, follow this. And they tried. They tried. A solid night of wrestling here on a Monday. But I think AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy stole the show with their one-on-one encounter that AJ won. They'll both be in the chamber on the 21st. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods teamed up. Kofi back after a jaw injury kept him out for several weeks. He's now back on Monday Night Raw. A lot of people mentioning to me on Twitter, at Dave Simon MMA, why isn't Kofi in the Elimination Chamber? Adam Pearce billed it as a chamber full of former WWE champions. Miz gets to be in. Sheamus is in. Jeff Hardy, a former WWE champion, hasn't been champion for quite some time. He's in. Kofi Kingston won the title 2 years ago at WrestleMania. He is not in the Elimination Chamber. Still in a tag team with Xavier Woods as the New Day. They defeat Slapjack and T-Bar. Yeah, those are their names, Slapjack and T-Bar. Woods and Kingston beating them with a double team move, getting the pinfall. Mustafa Ali was on commentary. Said he couldn't believe WWE allowed him on commentary, this greedy, corrupt company. And then didn't say anything that outrageous. The real outrageous segment here tonight was Lacey Evans and Ric Flair. Lacey and Flair in the ring for a promo. Flair says, and I quote, "I don't take orders from any woman, especially not my daughter." Flair's sick of hearing about how great his daughter is. Flair says Lacey has all the physical qualifications to be a star. All she needs is the motivation, knowledge, and wisdom. Flair says he's going to train Lacey and that their relationship is just casual. Now, I think the WWE here trying to say that Ric Flair and Lacey Evans are not in a romantic relationship, but Flair, I think, was supposed to say professional or maybe platonic, but instead he says casual. We have a casual relationship, which doesn't really tell you that it's a non-sexual relationship. However, Lacey tried to steer the course, steer them back on the course. Lacey says she thinks Flair's cute, but she respects him. she would never talk to her father the way Charlotte did, and she's just there for advice from the legendary Nature Boy Ric Flair. Charlotte Flair shows up, Ric's daughter, the legendary Charlotte Flair. She tells Lacey if she really wanted to learn, she'd go back to the WWE Performance Center to learn to be a wrestler, not take hints from Ric Flair. Lacey wants to be friends, wants to team up with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte doesn't want any part of it. Lacey doesn't understand why she's the bad guy when Charlotte's the one saying a lot of mean things to her father, which she has a point. Charlotte tells Lacey they should just fight now, and Lacey gets behind Ric Flair to kind of use him as a human shield to allow her to get the jump on Charlotte. Lacey and Charlotte do have a match, though. Lacey beat Charlotte by disqualification when Charlotte just wouldn't stop attacking Lacey in the corner, and she pushed the referee. The match was not as good as the promo. Ric Flair came in the ring to stop Charlotte from attacking Lacey. Charlotte looked crazed and walked away. Pretty angry Charlotte Flair there, just going completely banana. And of course, this is leading to something between Charlotte and Lacey at WrestleMania. You got to believe that they're going towards some sort of big program here at Mania, and it's going to be, for the championship. Lacey will be taking on Asuka at Mania. At Elimination Chamber. Edge cuts an in-ring promo about who he's going to wrestle at Mania. He won the Royal Rumble. He talks about the Chamber. He says he doesn't like Drew's odds of walking out of the Chamber still champion, so he's going to wait until after the Elimination Chamber to decide who he faces at Mania for his title shot. No decision from Edge. Miz and Morrison and Angel Garza come out. Angel Garza's with them now for some reason. Miz says he's going to cash in at Mania, and then Edge just kind of dressed him down. Really ripped into the Miz, cut a very good promo there. Bad Bunny made his entrance. Pretty solid entrance from Bad Bunny. Damian Priest showed up, and he had a match with Angel Garza. Hit his finisher, beat him by pinfall. Bad Bunny in Damian Priest's corner, Miz and Morrison in Angel Garza's corner, got ejected from the match after interfering, and Bad Bunny pointed it out to the ref to get Miz and Morrison ejected. We're definitely heading towards Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison in a tag team match at WrestleMania. Speaking of Mania, Bianca was talking about it, interviewed backstage about who she's choosing to face. She teases challenging Asuka or perhaps Lacey at Mania as they're going to face off for the title at the Chamber. Asuka shows up, congratulates Bianca, but tells her that she is still not ready for Asuka. Bianca says Lacey's not ready for Asuka. And then they kind of danced around. It was weird. Keith Lee and Matt Riddle had a professional wrestling match. That was good. Good, solid, hard-hitting match. That was a real contender for match of the night there with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Solid wrestling from Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. Keith Lee gets the win after the Spirit Bomb gets the 1-2-3. Bobby Lashley shows up, beats up both men. So I'm not really sure who Lashley's feuding with right now. He's the United States champion. MVP was on commentary with the belt. I was like, where's Lashley? Isn't he the champ? Lashley showed up for the post-match attack. Beat up both guys. You kind of wonder, maybe they do a triple threat at Elimination Chamber? Randy Orton cut a promo about having unfinished business with Drew McIntyre. They met in the main event. But first, it was Lana beating Nia Jax in a tables match. This was something. Not great, but something. Lana pushed Nia Jax into a table that was set up ringside. They had like a million tables in the ring, outside the ring, all over the place. At one point, Nia got dropped on the ring apron, and people were saying she said, "Ow, my hole." I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Which hole? What's she talking about? Which one hurt? Did she really say that? Baffling. She did say to Naomi, "Shut up, Trin," as Naomi was talking smack to her. Trinity is her real name. Nia forgot that she was supposed to call her Naomi there during the match. And that was really the highlight of the match. Nia talking. Shayna tried to attack Lana after the match. Shayna, of course, in Nia's corner, but Naomi who's friends with Lana now, came and stopped Shayna. Naomi then had a match with Shayna that she won. Rolled her up. Shayna got distracted by Lana ringside and Naomi with the roll-up. And then the main event, very strange, was Randy and Drew. They had a pretty solid match, hitting a lot of their moves, a lot of their big moves. Drew hit a nice neck breaker, hit a nice spine buster, hit his future shock DDT. Randy hit his hangman DDT. They were bumping. They were hitting each other. They were going for it. It was a solid match tonight between Randy and Drew. And I'm not their biggest fan, so it takes a lot for me to say that. But I thought that they delivered tonight. The finish, though, kind of ruined everything as Sheamus jumped in the ring. Sheamus showed up mid-match because he's feuding with Drew McIntyre. Sheamus and Drew were both upset that they were in the Elimination Chamber because they thought that they were going to face each other one-on-one at the Chamber. Meh. So Sheamus jumps in the ring, and he hits Randy with the brogue kick. So Randy wins by disqualification over Drew McIntyre in the main event. But Sheamus kind of looked like he was trying to hit Drew McIntyre. Drew immediately hit his kick thing, his whatever you call it, the Drew kick. It'll come to me. Claymore. The Claymore kick on Sheamus. And then he stood tall with the belt. And then that was it. That was the end of the show. Not a great ending to Monday Night Raw. Not a very clearly hyped main event. They weren't really building towards Drew and Randy throughout the show. They had a couple promos, but it was mostly about the Elimination Chamber making those announcements. Match of the night will go to AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, though, they went at it. They had a good match. Decent episode of Raw. A few confused segments. A few confused matches. But overall, for a Monday Night Raw, I'll give it a solid 5 on 10. Solid episode of Monday Night Raw. So for the Elimination Chamber, it'll be Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Miz, and Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. Lacey Evans versus Asuka set for the Raw Women's title at Elimination Chamber. And WWE has a lot of interest in rappers. Bad Bunny's going to perform at Mania in a match. They've confirmed they want to get Cardi B involved. And Bow Wow, formerly Lil Bow Wow, wants to be a WWE superstar. So we'll talk about that and a lot more pro wrestling. Everything in AEW and the WWE will be covered right here after SmackDown Friday night for Wrestling Uncensored with my main man, professional wrestler extraordinaire, Johnny North. That is your Raw recap for February 8th, 2021. I wanted to keep it under 5 minutes. I don't think I succeeded. Shout out to Danny Brook, my main man, AJ. Shout out to Patrick C. Hamilton. Patrick and Derek John are members right now. This show is because of you guys. This show is because of the support that we get from our members. So you want more surprise shows like this, you will get them if you sign up to become a member. And if you subscribe to the channel, do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, very important to click that bell, because you never know when I might be jumping on next to light the fuse and break the rules. If you know what I'm saying? You get that? Shout out to Angelo as well. Angelo, Derek John, Patrick C. Hamilton, Kyle, Antoinette, all our members. I know I'm forgetting a few of you, and I want to give you a shout out, but I only see a couple of you on the chat right now. I know this was a surprise show. Thank you to our members. We love you very much. We thank you for supporting the channel. Don't forget to become a member on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to support. Go buy us a coffee. Go to donate.ringsidereport.net, donate.ringsidereport.net. We appreciate you during these difficult times supporting the Ringside Report Network over at donate.ringsidereport.net and merchandise over at merch.ringsidereport.net. Ringsidereport.net. That's our online home. Shout out to everybody watching. We'll see you again real soon. Ringside Report MMA every Thursday at 8 p.m. Wrestling Uncensored every Friday night right here, 10 p.m., right after SmackDown. We'll see you again soon. This was Raw, February 8th, 2021.
Thank you and good night.
Please join in and give your support to Ringside Report Network. We've been providing expert coverage and commentary on both pro wrestling and MMA for over 15 years. Ringside Report started on the radio, added podcasts, and moved to video in 2019. Our hosts are not just fans, but have in-depth knowledge of the subjects. Become a member of our YouTube channel now and become a recurring supporter of our work as we strive to continue to entertain you in these strange times. Pro wrestler Johnny Genesis North joins lifelong wrestling fan and aficionado Dave Simon to host our pro wrestling programming with in-depth coverage of the WWE, AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Our flagship show, Wrestling Uncensored, is live every Friday right after WWE SmackDown. Here, you get a review of the week that was. You may not agree with our host. In fact, they often don't agree with each other. But you have an opportunity to chime in with your viewpoint in the chat rooms while live or in the comments section of YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook on the replay. Dave and Johnny also headline our coverage of major pro wrestling pay-per-views and breaking news. Dave Simon is joined by experienced jiu-jitsu fighters Fred Garcia and the ever-unpredictable AJ DeLesio, each Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern with Ringside Report MMA. They try and foresee what's next in the octagon and review, argue, and kibitz in a very friendly, irreverent manner. The three guys also team up to accompany you on all the major UFC pay-per-views with entertaining watch-alongs. Go to ringsidereport.net/support to find out more ways to support the channel.